Mishmika, my most wonderful family, my blessed family. I love you all with the love of Abba Yahuwah. Ah, no, you are so awesome, my family. You are so wonderful. You are so powerful. You are meant eternal to worship Abba Yahuwah. So this is the nature of this segment, to raise our hearts, our understanding to the level of Abba Yahuwah, to know actually who is Abba Yahuwah. This segment is to raise up your moral, your understanding to the very deep things of Abba Yehovah. So right now we are in the very last clip. I'm also going to give it a title in case I shared it in the news field, so you will understand that we have come a very long way. This is part 4 of there's a mystery of sync. It's been titled The Mysteries of Sync Reveals the Overall and Eternal Bridegroom is Abba Yehovah, part 4. Okay, so I'm going to upload 3 and 4 together. Okay, this is not going to last, maybe less than 20 minutes, I think so. The very heavy meat is in part 1, part 2, and part 3. So in case I share it on the news feed, family, please don't stuck with this. You're going to get lost. You cannot know absolutely, because this is titled part 4. So we have part 1, 2, 3. You can settle at all with 4. So much has already been discussed in part 1, in part 2, in part 3. And this is the consummation of it all. We are already deaf with all the 4 alphabets. The X of this workers sing. The S simply go for what? Sexual sign of Abba Yahuwah. While the I go for I am that I am is in love with his handmaid. That is why you feel the same way you feel husband. The 3rd alphabet simply go for nature of Yahuwah is husband. That is his nature, husband. And the letter G go for good, glorious groom is Abba Yahuwah eternal. They are fully loaded. Please kindly listen to 1, 2, and 3 in order for you to get, along with us. This is a very heavy, strong man. Is heavy. All right, my blessed family, make sure you follow up, because in order we are preparing a house and a body and temple for the returning of King Yahushua HaMashiach. You are the most wonderful thing that has ever happened to me in life, talking to my family, even though I don't see the one that is watching it. I also thank you so much, my family on YouTube. I thank you, my new subscriber. Bless you for making this very family wonderful, because if I do a message you don't listen, how am I going to cope? I bless you, my new subscriber. Yahuwah bless you for us. Yahuwah increase you in wisdom, understanding, and power. Yahuwah supplies all your needs. I really bless Yahuwah for your life, because these days I'm seeing a lot of people, subscribing to my YouTube channel. I love you all with the love of Abba Yahuwah. So right now we want to finish the very last point of this mysteries. Abba Yahuwah begins already with us. Okay, this is the part 4, like you heard already. So we are already in point. Okay, point 1 goes like this. Let me just quickly put it. I'm not going to read any scriptures. Point 1 goes like this. You must listen to it. This point 1, you're going to find it in the part 3 as I upload the both together. Okay, sexual song of the bridegroom and his bride reviews the 2 characteristics of Abba Yahuwah in a woman. That is the point 1. It's fully loaded for you and me. Point 2 goes like this. Triumphant entry songs. Powerful again. Now the point 3, the very last of it all, the song of Pesach or Passover is not the song of Easter. That is where we honor. It is another deity. You sing the sexual song of the opposer. Okay, so we begin already, unveil already that Passover will always come before before unleavened bread. So right now you can read Acts of Apostles 1 to 4. That's what we are unveiling over here. Okay, Exodus 12, 1 to 20. Leviticus 23, you're going to see it over there. Numbers 28, 16 to 17. Daniel 9, you're going to see it over there from 24 way down to 27, that in the midst of the week is going to, cause the sacrifice to be ceased. And he's going to anoint the most holy place. The most holy place, it is Abba Yehowah's cess bed. It is the cess chamber. The holy, that is where it's called Holies of Holies. Okay, so right now we dig now into the mystery of Easter. Originally it is called, Easter is Ishtar. Ishtar simply means goddess of fertilities. Alright, so we see the Christendom, they are celebrating another date. They are not singing the song of Abba Yehowah, but rather the song of the opposer. So right now we begins already. So I want to finish the other part. You can read the scriptures by yourself. Right now, for the sake of clarity, let me quickly read Acts of Apostles chapter 12, 1-4. But about that time, Herod the king stretched forth his hand to vex certain of the congregation, and he killed James, the brother of John, with the sword. And because he saw it pleased the Yahudims, he proceeded further to take Kepha also. There, listen now, there were the days of unleavened bread. Unleavened bread is Passover will first of all comes before the unleavened bread. Passover is just a day, it's not even feast, it is rituals, okay, a salvation, okay, like what Yahushua fulfilled, okay. So after that, go and read where I just quoted, Exodus 12, there all begins, alright. Passover will first of all comes right away, followed by unleavened bread. Unleavened bread feast is a whole 7 days. Passover is just 1 day. So it said there we're on the days of unleavened bread, which means Passover is already gone. It's already gone. Without Passover, there is no feast of unleavened bread. Alright. Now, see, here is the tricks in it. And when he had apprehended him, he put him in the prison and delivered him to 4 quarters of the soldiers to keep him. Intended after Easter to bring him forth to the people. So you see, Easter is another feast. Normally, I used to think that King James got it wrong. Because NIV, every other, King James was the one that did the first translation. First time for us to have English Bible is been done by King James in the year 1611. That is when we got the Bible of English. Okay, so right now he himself got it right. Easter is another feast entirely. You see how they will plant it, close to Pesach or Passover, that you will be thinking it is the same feast. Not at all. You are singing the song of other deities as we unveiled already. Okay, Easter is another thing entirely that came from the kingdom of darkness. When you go to Amplified Bible, they will say Passover. When you go to NIV, they will say Passover. Every other new translation, they correct it. But no, they shouldn't have, because Easter is another feast entirely. Passover will first of all come. Then we begins now with the unleavened bread. Easter, on Friday night, they call it Good Friday. Rather, it is bad Friday for you because you are being deceived. It is not good for you at all. What is Friday that has to be good? Friday, originally, it is simply called originally Frig Day or Friars Day. What is the meaning of Frig Day or Friars Day? Simply means the day the whole world come together sexually. It is the day the whole world make love. It is their weekend, the whole world make love. There by my flesh, and I also renamed it Sex Electrical Universe. It is the day the whole universe makes sex in group. So what is good in that? Boyfriend and girlfriend, which is I was there all day. Was that the reason why sex been given? Do you see something powerful over here? They will not call it Good Friday. It is Bad Friday because it is the day pollution, heavy one of sexual activities going on. It is the day the whole world is singing the sexual ability of the other deity, the serpent. Rather for you to sing the signs of Abba Yehowah, you are singing that of the serpent. Abba Yehowah is a husband. Abba Yehowah is a wife. You have a wife. And now already who is this? So it is Mariam. Now this deity said they will not sing his own. They're not deceived and lure the whole world not to be singing their own sexual ability. When you are keeping your bad Friday, that is what you do. You are singing the sex ability of the serpent. Okay? So that is what Friday is. Freak Day, Friars Day. Simply means, the day the whole world have sex in group. But by my flesh, I named it sex electrical universe. So that they are going to praise sex electrical universe on their bad Friday. They are going to praise Satan having sex in group. All demons going to defy all of you that day on this your bad Friday. This is why I keep saying the author of the Islam is also the author of Christianity. Of course, it's one deity which is called the Beelzebub, the Semper, the Allah himself, that old Semper that deceiveth the whole world. Now, Islam is keeping that freak day, Friday Day. It's the day of rest. While the Christian is keeping Sunday, the day they fell from glory. First day of the week marks the beginning of times, season, and years. The day this deity fell from glory, that is the day that marks the beginning of time. And then I gave that the same day they fell from glory to the Christian. That is why the royal law calls it the greatest abomination. It is the greatest abomination of it all. When you go to Ezekiel 8, take it from 13, way down to 15 or 16, it is the greatest abomination. Sunday, the day of sun, you worshiping that sun, taking your back to the raven of Abba, why you giving out your face to the sun, the day they fell from glory. Islam is saying, the Christian don't say Jesus down on Friday. Islam is keeping that Friday, freak day. And Christian don't say their Jesus resurrected on Sunday. Christian don't skip it on Sunday. Meanwhile, these are false. This you are singing the fallen day, the songs of the fallen deities. So let me put some scripture. I'll unveil unto you that Passover needs to come first before unleavened bread. But here he is saying there was the days of unleavened bread, which means Passover is gone, and intended to bring them in Easter. You see, Easter is the pagan feast. You know, Nimrod, Herod is pagan, of course. It is Roma. We see now Christendom. We see the author of the Christianity is Constantine. Then also the Roman Empire. This is what they used to worship. It is the goddess of fertility from Babylon, which is the very Semiramis, the mother of Nimrod. She is the goddess of fertility they are worshipping on this day. We see their 40 days length. It is 40 days weeping for Tammuz. Their firstborn killed by wild animal because it came from incense. A son having sex with his mother. Abayewa killed when he was 40 years old. That is what they call Lent, 40 days. Catholicism will first of all do that before they will not go for their Bright Friday, Bad Friday. When you go to that Ezekiel, say women were weeping for Tammuz. This is what they are keeping. They call Bad Friday tomorrow. On the Bad Friday, they are going to weep because they are Tammuz. They are Jesus alias Tammuz this time now. Okay, they are Tammuz alias Jesus now. Okay. On a Sunday, this is the like they told that after that, on the Sunday early morning, when Semiramis ascended into the heaven to go and meet her husband Nimrod, the god of sun, because he said when Nimrod that he resurrected into the cloud, he not deified himself as son. So his wife now also died and also ascended to her husband to also deify herself. Her husband said, no, you must come back to the earth to take care of his business here on earth. Early Sunday morning, her husband has sent her back to the earth, and she now landed at the rivers of Euphrates as a giant egg. This is what these people is, and you see with the word history. Easter, you are celebrating the goddess of fertility. That is why they are eating eggs, because she, like Semiramis, landed at the river Euphrates as a giant egg. That is why they are eating egg. Now, what happened? They said that egg, when she not landed, therefore she not deified herself to be goddess. Now she needs to be worshipped in the land of Babylon. So right now, what is going on now? Every first day, because they said that was the day she landed on earth, back her husband sent her back, so they keep that Sunday early morning. Okay, now when they want to celebrate that first Sunday early morning, when her husband sent her back, they need to kill an infant. Infant needs to be slaughtered, so they will not take an egg and dye that egg with the blood of the infant. Now, when this feast is about to take place, a priest of the goddess Semiramis needs to have sex with a virgin and go out pregnant. And when the Easter has come, they will kill that baby and take the baby's blood and dye the Easter egg with it. You don't see red egg, whatever. It is heavily a destructive rituals of it all. So that is what the Christian is celebrating with our Bible. You're going to pay for it, okay? So first of all, let me unveil the song. Their song, their song they are singing in this season, let me unveil it unto you. It's not the song of Abba Yehovah. It's not the song of Pesach or unleavened bread. No, it is of the other deities. Okay, that fell from glory. I will show you their throne and also their sex bed. They have a sex bed, and that service is going to take place on the day they call Bar Friday, Sex Electrical Universe. Okay, not good is bad for you because you are being deceived. I read now Ezekiel 28, I take it from 11. Moreover, the word of Yahweh came unto me, saying, Son of man, take up a lamentation upon the king of Tyros, and say unto him, Thus saith Yahweh Elohim, thou sealest up the king of Tyros. The authority of the king of Tyros was, cherubims, the fallen deities. Abba Yahweh is speaking, just as Yahushua also said to Kepha, Get no behind me, Satan. He was speaking to Satan that wanted to, destroy the life of Peter. Peter was, it's Peter. But in Hebrew, it's called Kepha, stone, okay? And I said, Get behind me. He was speaking to the unseen spirit inside of him or around of him. The same here. And when you also go to Ezekiel 29:3, the authority of Pharaoh was the great dragon. So the authority of the king of Tyros is what? Jesus himself, the fallen cherubims. And the authority of Nebuchadnezzar was what? The fallen folk living creatures. You're going to see it over there. Okay, so I read now. Say, upon the king of Tyros, say unto him, Thus saith Yahweh Elohim, thou sealest up thy son full of wisdom and perfect in beauty. Thou hast been in Eden. Thou hast been in Eden. Thou hast been in Eden, the garden of Yahuwah. King of Tyros, we are never nowhere found in Eden's garden. Who was in Eden's garden? It is the serpent and the cherubims. The garden of Yahuwah, every precious stone was thy covering. The sardis, topaz, and the diamond, the beryl, and the onyx, and the jasper, the sapphire, the emerald, and the carbuncle, and gold, the workmanship of thy tabrets and of thy paths. This is what they are singing now. Was prepared in thee, in that day thou was created. Thou hast the anointed cherubs. Let me show you now. They are cherubs. Oh, should I finish reading? Oh, okay. Let me finish reading. Oh, should I? Okay, I think I'm gonna do that. All right, now this was once the office of Jesus, the devil, and Satan himself. You see, anointed cherubims. You can still go to Ezekiel, to Exodus 25. You're going to see their job. This is how they cover the mercy seat. Powerful office. But he said that wasn't enough for him. All right, now 14, I take it again. Thou art the anointed cherub that covereth. You see, his job is to cover the mercy seat. Okay, his job is to cover the mercy seat. And I have set thee so. Thou was upon the holy mountain. Here is the holiest of holies, mountain of Abba Yehovah. He needs to cover Abba Yehovah. He said that was upon the holy mountain of Yehovah. Thou hast walked up and down in the midst of the stones of fire. The stones of fire there simply means cherubim. Go to Isaiah chapter 6. You're going to see fire. Seraphim simply means the burning ones. They are blessed one. Okay. They are stones. They are fire. Okay. Seraphims is a singular simply means seraphs. And what does that go for? Simply means serpent. Fiery flying serpent. That is the serpent in Genesis 3:15 now. Thou wast perfect in thy ways from the day that thou wast created, till iniquity was found in thee. Listen now. By the multitude of thy merchandise, they have filled the midst of thee with violence, and thou hast sinned. Therefore I will cast thee as profane out of the mountain of Yahweh, and I will destroy thee, O covering cherub, from the midst of the stones of fire. I'm going to, throw you out of that place because you are so unworthy. You never meant to, to rebel or, to wage war against your father. So right now, what was the iniquity that was found in him? Now also go now to Isaiah Yeshihu 14. I take it now from 11 also. Thy perp is brought down to the grave. Okay, still talking about. All right, now, before I conclude, you see all kinds of instrumental music was being built inside this deity. They are the leader of worship. They are the one that is crying, holy, 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 night and day. Okay, so but because of his beauty, he now raised up his shoulder. He said, I acquired all mysteries already. The mystery of sing. That is what we are unveiling over here. All right, now it was built in only to sing for Abaye. They said no, they will not sing it. Rather, they want to sing it for themselves. 12 now. How are that falling from heaven? Oh, Lucifer. Lucifer also means bright morning star, son of the morning. How art thou cast down to the ground, which didst weaken the nations? He said on Friday is going to do a lot of damages to the nations once again. For thou hast said in thy heart, this was the iniquity that was found in him. He said, you sinned. I will ascend into heaven. Listen now. I will exalt my throne above the stars of Yahweh. He says he's going to make his own throne greater than Abba Yahweh, and that is true. We're going to find it now. How did he make his own throne even greater than that of Abba Yahweh? I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation. Okay? I will sit in the mouth of the congregation. Where is he going to sit? Over here. For him to be worshipped. And be singing for. All right now. Where am I? All right now. 30. For thou hast said. Okay, I read that already. Okay, see, I'm seeing. Okay, for thou hast said in thy heart, I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of Jehovah. I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation in the side of the north. I will ascend above the highest of the clouds. I will be like the Most High. On Friday, he's going to sing a song of bridegroom for him. So listen now. Notice one. It says he's going to ascend to the cloud, to the highest of the clouds. That is verse 14. 15, Abba Yawana said, yet thou shalt be brought down to hell, to the side of the pit. That is where you are going to. Okay, right now, let's unveil Easter. He's speaking concerning Easter. You know, Passover has to do with salvation. He has to do Messiah. He has to do with Yehoshua, giving his life for us. Prior to what took place in Genesis 3, we need a Savior. He said he's also going to make himself like that, okay? Because Calvary angel simply means the one that is going to cover us from our sins. This folly took place already. The sin of Satan is Satan, which is the devil, which is the very Jesus today, and also Mahdi in Islam, is to cover us over here, to lead us and teach us and lead us in praise and worship unto Abba Yahweh, to sing this sexual song of Abba Yahweh, to sing the sexual ability, the sexual organism of Abba Yahweh found in this very royal law you carry, to lead us to be singing that song as heaven is already doing it. He says he's not going to do that. He's going to do it for himself. Okay, he won't. All right, he says he's going to even exalt his own above, in fact, in the highest of the cloud, into the heavens. So very hard, very, very hard. So this was once his job. Here is the Ark of the Covenant, which is the very wife of Abba Yahuwah. Abba Yahuwah will sit on top. You see the two cherubims, angel of his right hand and angel of his left hand. Cherubims, devil was playing all parts, like Yehoshua is playing all parts. They have different offices, one person operating in different dimensions. Likewise, us, we can also function in 2 gifts or 3 gifts or 4 gifts. Depends on the ability Abba Yahweh gave unto you. You can be a singer, you can be a teacher, you can be a preacher, you can also be working miracles, okay? You can also be visionaries, prophetess and prophet. Yes, one person can also operate in that 5 dimension. That is the 5-fold ministry. One person can acquire it all, while some will also be limited. Some will be operating in 2 gifts or 3 gifts. The same in heaven. Yahushua is the angel of the right hand. He is the angel of his presence. He is the Son. He is the Word. He is the Messiah. He is another angel that covers us. You see, when they see in Genesis 3, right, Abba Yahweh slaughtered a lamb. I'm going to say so. It's an animal. Even though it doesn't call it a lamb, but we know it's an animal. Okay, as an illustration, how his son is going to come down here on earth. That is why his son is being called the Lamb of Heaven. Okay, to cover us from destruction. So when the wickedness already took place, he now did that in Genesis 3 as an illustration. Here's the mouse seat. Yeah, you see the mouse seat as the arrow points inside here. Yes, the wife of Abba Yehowa. When you go to Exodus 29, you're going to also find it that the bullock, the altar of the altar in the holies of holies, or the altar of the temple, needs to uphold the bullock. The bullock needs to be sacrificed upon that altar every day for a whole 7 days. And what does a wife and a husband do? The wife uphold the husband. This is how the covenant. Yeah, this is an illustration. It speaks about his wife. Is the holiest of holies. This is where they're polluted. And this very place in the heavens is the seventh heaven. It is the seventh heaven. In this place, only 3 items is found: the Ark of the Covenant, which is the wife Mariam, Abba Yehowa there too, and the cherubims. That is all. When you also go into the Ark of the Covenant, every Ark of the Covenant in the holies of holies, only 3 items are also going to be found over there. You will see the tablets, the law. You will see the bonded staff. You will see the pot of jar. Only 3 objects. We unveil it already. What are those 3 objects? And the Ark of the Covenant is the woman, and those 3 objects inside her, we unveil it already. You can listen to part 1 and 2 in order for you to understand 3 also. So right now, this is where that is being polluted. This is the most holiest of holies. Now in the whole temple here on earth, because Romans 1:20 said the visible things is unveiled unto you and me, the invisible. It said the things that is made were understood very clear unto us, is speaking to you and me, the very invisible one. All right. So the temple here on earth only it's also having 7 steps. And here is the 7th heaven. This is the throne of Abba Yehowa. Nothing else. Only 3 just the wife, Abba Yehowa, and the angel of his presence, the covering angels. The first place of Jesus today is still playing it, covering people. You see, it's also a Monday star. That is his job, to cover you and me, to teach us, to be our leader in praise and worship. He said, no, he's not going to do that. Rather, he's going to do it for himself. So, right, he said, I will ascend above the highest of the clouds. That's what I want to see now. I will be like the Most High. So, let's see how he also ascend and how he also making himself like the Most High. Do you see ours? Very beautiful. So, let's put that of the Satan or Jesus. Do you see the oh my Father, this is shame on you, Jesus. Shame on you. Shame on you, Serpent. Allah, shame on you. Do you see his do you see his holies of holies? In other words, here is the Ark of the Covenant. This banner over here should be serpent, because serpent is the highest of all angels. This is Jesus, and this is Jesus. Zechariah 5. He said, I'm going to ascend. He said he's going to exalt his own above that of Abba Yehowa. Listen now. Here I am, Zechariah 5. Then I turned. Where is it? Then I turned and lifted up my eyes and looked, and behold, a flying roll. That is judgment. Flying roll is on its way now. 2. And he said unto me, what sawest thou? And I answered and say, and I answered and say, a flying roll. The length thereof, and I begin to describe how large and tall it is. Okay, now we'll go for 3. Then said he unto me, this is the course that goeth forth over the face of the whole earth. For every one that stealeth shall be cut off, as on this side according to it. And every one that sweareth shall be cut off, as on that other side according to it. I will bring it forth, saith Jehovah of hosts, and he shall enter into the house of the thief, and into the house of him that sweareth falsely by my name, and it shall remain in the midst of his house, and shall consume it with the timber thereof and the stones thereof. All right, then let us first of all deal with this area before I will not unveil unto you this there. Here is their holies of holies. Here is their mercy seat. Here is their sex bed. Here is their shame on you, Jesus. All right, now we see the flying roll or flying scroll or flying roll. We see it is Abba Yehowa's judgment. Okay, he said this is the cause. What is the cause? Go to Deuteronomy 28. If you don't keep the royal, it's a cause. Go to Numbers 20, Deuteronomy 27. If you obey Mount Gerizim, it was blessed. It was the 6th tribe pronounced blessing on you. But if you disobey, breaking the royal law, you don't want to keep to the royal law, the other 6 tribes pronounce curses on you. At Mount Abel. Mount Abel was the mountain of curses by the 6 tribes, and the Mount Gerizim was the mountain of blessing if you obey by the other 6 tribes. He said this is the curses, that go forth into all the earth, in the 4 corners of the earth. Why? He said because they swear falsely in his name. What Christian is going to do on their bad Friday, it is swearing falsely in Abba Yehowa's name. You call him God. Of course, nothing wrong with that. Okay? But you are doing it falsely. How can you be praising wickedness? And he said this cause is going to rest in your house. And what is house? House simply means temple, body. We are the house of Abba Yehowa. We are his temple. Listen, he said the cause is going to rest in the house of the thief. Listen now. John 10:10, who is the thief? The thief cometh not but for to steal and to kill and to destroy. I am come that they might have life. So where did the thief come from? Right in Genesis 3, he sneaked in. He questioned the authority of Abba Yehowa because he want to steal. He's a thief. And unfortunately, this is the one you are praising in your Easter. Your bad Friday, do you know how ugly it is? You want to pollute the sex bed of Abba Yehowa. You want to do wickedly again, but see your own sex bed. This is the song you are singing on your bad Friday. You see the cherubims. You see their holies of holies. So Jesus is the thief. He has already come. He is the first Messiah. He is the first Messiah that have come to deceive, because he has already stealed the knowledge of Abba Yehowa away from you. He has killed his wisdom in you for you never to ever come to the truth of Abba Yehowa, and he has destroyed all the knowledge and the understanding. That is the 3 objects he took away from you because he's a thief. If you don't, first of all, attack this 3 part in you, he won't be able to deceive you. Here I am, Matthew 24:24. For there shall arise first Messiah. This first Messiah, it is Jesus. It is Jesus in the Christendom. It is also Jesus in Islam. They also call him Jesus of the Mahdi. And there shall arise first Messiah. That is why it's plural. And first prophet, that is the Christian that they come again. And shall show great signs and wonders, inasmuch that if it were possible, they shall deceive the very elect. This is how they are deceived through their wicked and destructive miracles to make you believe. You see their miracle? You see, he instituted Easter or Easter. But the whole world responded. It is miracle, okay? Now back to Zechariah 5. So I want to unveil their mercy seat, their access bed to you. We see already Jesus is the thief, okay? But judgment is coming. So because this is the cause that go through the whole world, because you break his royal law. The causes is already in the 4 corners of the earth. He said he will rest in the house of the thief. You see, that is the eternal damnation. No mercy. Because his causes already of judgment, eternal damnation, is already resting in the house of the thief, which is Jesus that came to steal salvation from you. Okay, now. He will enter into the house of the thief. Yeah, the house of the thief simply means his body, his temple, which are the Christendom. You are the house of the thief. It simply means a house. We are the house of Abba Yehowa. We are his temple. Okay? And he shall consume it with it's everlasting destruction. Because it's already resting in the house of a thief, of the thief, which is the serpent and which is the Jesus. Now verses 5. Listen now. Here is their mercy seat. Here says bed. Then the angel that talked with me went forth and said unto me, Lift up now thy eyes, and see what is this that goeth forth. And I said, What is it? And he said, This is an ephah that goeth forth. He said, Moreover, this is their resemblance through all the earth. That is what I want to see them. And behold, there was lifted up a talent of lead, and this is a woman that sitteth in the midst of the ephah. Here is it. We see now it's like a size bed of Abayewa, the holies of holies. You see how they'll make their own. You see the two cherubims, as we see already from that of Abayewa. And we see is a woman. That is not, you see, he attacked even the holy prophet. He attacked his eyes to be seen woman. But meanwhile, it's Jesus. He's serpent. It's Jesus, the fallen deities. They are all male. There is no female angels that is working for Abba Yehovah, not at all. This only place that mentioned that call said there is female angels. They are male. When Abba Yehovah revealed it to me, I burst laugh in my dream. I started laughing seriously in that vision. You put this on Jegbe. I said, well, meanwhile, is a man. You put the overall Jegbe. As I saw him, he now put foam on his breast. He dressed up. It was, oh no, that was so shameful of him. He said, this is the Jesus of the Christian. He said, this is the covering cherubim. This is a covering cherubim, the Lucifer that fell, that is now covering the Christendom. And the other one also dressed like a woman serpent. It was a snake. I hate that one. I'm so scared of it. I don't like snake. I don't know why. Yeah, he said, I will put enmity between you and the woman. That we are enemy. Eternal. But that of Abba Yehovah, he has two hands. He speak, of course. But that of the dragon, I don't like it. I hate it because it's already been polluted. It's already been disoriented, and it now is so violent and trying to bite and put. No, I don't like it. You see, the snake here, he was not showing himself as a woman. Look at these two people now. They are Jesus, the fallen deities, the fallen cherubims. Okay, but the holy prophet will not see it as woman. When I also saw, it's also the one they are seeing, the Vogo, they are seeing in the sky. It's Jesus as well. Because they will say, Bezalel and his mother, you are a liar. It's Jesus you are seeing over there. 8 now. And he said, this is the wickedness. Listen now. He said, this is wickedness. And he cast it into the midst of the ephod, and he cast the wave of lead upon the mouth thereof. Then lift I up my eyes and looked, and behold, there came out 2 women, and the wind was in their witchcraft. For they had wings like the wings of a stork, and they lifted up. Listen, now even though Abayewa cast them, and they fought back, and they lifted up their effort between the earth and the heaven. Where I just read, what did he say? He said he's going to ascend. He said he's going to lift up his own to the highest cloud. I'm going to ascend into heaven, and I'm going to raise my throne into the highest. Where you read Isaiah 14, 11 or 12 to 15. 14 said, this is what I'm going to do. And here now we see now this effort where two women, one here and one here. This is their male sissy, and one inside here. They are sent. It said between the earth and the heaven. What is Abba Yehovah call it? What? Wickedness. Do you know the wickedness you are about to be done on Friday, on your Bad Friday? Turn up. I'm coming back. Then said I to the angel that talked with me, where do this bell, the ephah, where are they bringing it? Listen now. And he said unto me, to build it an house in the land of China, and it shall be established and set there upon her own base. So they have a house. What is house? Is temple, a body. Okay, it's already been established in the children of disobedience. They are carrying Jesus already. The children of the disobedient. And Abba Yehovah call it wickedness. What is China? Is Babylon. These days, that is Samoremos again. That is Ishtar. Because it said at Shana, they are going to give him a bills, his house in China. Go to Revelation, Genesis 11. You're going to see this very place where the house is being built. China, yes, it is Babylon. Okay, now let's go to Revelation. Let's see Babylon. 3 deities, one here, one. They are all 3 together. And Abba Yehovah call it wickedness. What you're about to do, it is wickedness. Okay. All right, now here I am. Revelation 17. I read 18. You can read it all. Talks about how can I read 5 for a better understanding. That sat upon many waters. This is how they sat upon us. upon the people of the book, feeding us with pork. Are going to eat egg. Rather, it is lamb you're supposed to be eating, not egg. Should I be eating lamb? Not egg. The lamb of Passover, not Easter egg. It is pork. Okay. So right here I want to read here. 17 verses 5. And upon her forehead was a name written mystery. Jesus is a mystery. When Jesus is revealed, you just say you are going to take off. Upon her forehead was a name written mystery. Nobody knows that name, but we do. Jesus is the Messiah that have come to rob from you. Babylon the Great, the mother of idols and abominations of the earth. You are about to do the great abomination. You keep Sunday, it is an abomination, the greatest of it all. You celebrate what? Bad Friday. You keep it Sunday, the day that fell from glory. That makes it the greatest abomination. You celebrate, the day they are going to pollute the sex bed of my father, the day they are going to defy the whole earth. You call it good. He said, woe unto you when you call evil good. That is an abomination again. He said, upon the whole earth, it is an abomination of the whole earth. Easter, all right now, Ari 18. And the woman which thou sawest is that great city which reigneth over the kings of the earth. That great city. That great what? City. What was the city? Babylon. Every practicing of the Christendom, it came from Babylon. So here I am now, Revelation 16:19. And the great city was divided into 3 parts. I love Bible. I love the royal law. I love my father. It's too accurate. And the great city was divided into 3 parts. We see the 3 angels. Should I bring it again? I think I'm going to do that for a better understanding. Do you see the 3 parts? 3 women. But they are not women, okay? Oh, my father. Listen, I take it again. And the great city was divided into 3 parts. We saw the 3 deity already that dressed up as a woman. And the cities, now plural, and the cities of the nations fell. And great Babylon came in remembrance before Jehovah to give unto her the cup of the wine of the fierceness of his wrath. You see, Zechariah 5 said, I saw a flying roll. It is judgment. He said this is the cause that goes into the whole earth. If you obey, bless. If you don't obey, the Deuteronomy curse is over there. The Deuteronomy curse is 27:28 is over there. The 12 tribes is irrevocable. They declare it already. They declare blessing on you if you obey. If you disobey, they declare curses on you. They are already in heaven. It is sealed, eternal. And Abba Yewa said, this is wickedness. You see, the city now share himself into 3 parts. So who are they now? Can we share it? Who are these? Who are Babylon? We see already, but this Babylon now shares herself into 3 parts, as we see the MLCC. So can we? Here is the consummation. This is Islam. The woman is Islam. This is Jesus, Christendom. Because Jesus, the part Yahushua is playing on, is the part Jesus supposed to play. The Ruach HaKodesh, is playing on, is the part Jesus, mix. Okay, the left hand angel. Okay, the left hand angel. Okay, and the right hand angel is Yahushua HaMashiach. Jesus is playing the part of Messiah now, so therefore it's right here. This is Jesus. Now, who is this now? Synagogue of Satan. Synagogue of Satan. Islam. Christendom. Islam. Synagogue of Satan. Because here is the consummation of it. All of you is going to convert to this very religion in the center. That is 3.5 years. Or you will die. If you don't want to be converted to Islam, your head is off. If you don't want your head to be off, you will convert here to this very deity over here. It's a Mao, it's a serpent, not a woman at all. This is Jesus, and this is Synagogue of Satan, divided into 3 parts. But judgment is coming. Okay. All right, now here I am, Galatians 3:24. Wherefore the law was our schoolmasters to bring us unto Yahushua, Okay, what is the Lord doing? He's a schoolmaster to teach us that we might be justified by faith. Should I take it again? Galatians 3:24. Wherefore the law was our schoolmasters to bring us unto Yahushua, that we might be justified by faith. The law is a schoolmaster, okay? He's teaching you something. But Jesus said he nailed it to the cross, that you shouldn't go into it. And what is the royal law supposed to be teaching you? Let us also find it out what the royal law is supposed to be teaching you as you go and study, unveil. Therefore, it's going to be teaching you something, because it said, therefore, the law is our schoolmaster, that we may be justified by faith in Yahushua. The law is our schoolmaster that usher us unto Yahushua HaMashiach, that through faith we might be justified. So the law is teaching. But Jesus said he nailed it to the cross so that you don't listen to the teachings of the law. And if the law doesn't teach you, he can bring you nothing. Absolutely, he's going to bring you to Yahushua HaMashiach, because the law does brought you or bring us unto the Messiah. And Jesus said his cause. Therefore, what is bringing you not to Jesus? Of course, iniquity. Iniquity. Huh? The Lord is a teacher to bring you not to Yahushua. That when the Lord brought you not to Yahushua, therefore you will be justified by faith in keeping it. Okay, not that the Lord. Oh no. So what is teaching you not Christian? Because Jesus said the law is a cause. And Jesus says he nailed it to the cross, a man of sin. Now, here I am. This is what the royal law should have been teaching you by now. Assuming you allow the royal law to teach you in order for you to be justified by faith, therefore you shouldn't have been keeping this nonsense bad Friday, destructive bad Friday. Then I read. Now you say Jesus died on your bad Friday and he resurrected us. Please, can you count for yourself? Where do you get 3 days and 3 nights? Use a common sense. Please. You can't. You won't. Eternity to eternity, you won't. I read now 1 Corinthians. This is what the royal law should have been teaching you. 1 Corinthians 5, I take it from 6. Your glory is not good. Know ye not that a little leaven leaveneth the whole lump? Purge out therefore the old leaven, that ye may be a new lump, as ye are unleavened. For Yahushua, even Yahushua, our Passover, is sacrificed for us. How was it sacrificed for you? How did it? Were you there when the Passover were being instituted? You, the Gentile, because he's speaking to you Gentiles over here. Were you there where Abiyah instituted Passover? Of course you wasn't. Therefore, what is going to teach you how the Passover begins? It is the law. Where is the law? Exodus 12. It needs to teach you what happened. And when did it happen? It is in the midst of the week. Therefore, you also go to Daniel 9:24 way down to 27. That is what the royal law should have been teaching you. But you said it's a curse. Jesus nailed it. Really, actually, he took it away from you. That is why he's a thief. It's our Passover lamb. Where did the Passover took place? We were never there, Gentile, at the feast of Passover, instituted right in Exodus chapter 12. It wasn't. Did you not say now you are already in the 3rd month of your own year? So you are celebrating another month's feast. Rather, the Passover is 1st month of the year. But you say you are on the 3rd month. And this is what Babylon always celebrate these goddess of fertilities in their 3rd month of their year. And that is what you picked up. And you neglected the very 1st month of the year. Abba begins his year. Abba ends his year with powerful deliverance. And he picked it up again with powerful deliverance. So he said it's a cause for you. Anyway, now I read verses 8. Therefore, let us, Abba begins, or rather Abba ends his old year, like I said already, with powerful deliverance. Go to the book of Others, chapter 4, way down to chapter 9. The one you call the book Esther or whatever. Okay, it is a Babylonian name. Esther. Go over there. And he pick it up where Exodus 12 with another powerful deliverance. So that we know it was celebrating. Not this nonsense egg you are going to eat now, dyeing the blood of infant with red. That is why you see red egg. That is the ritualist. 8 now. Therefore, let us keep the feast, not the unleavened, neither with the leaven of malice and wickedness. You are keeping it now with the leaven of wickedness. Like Abayewa said, this is wickedness, but with the unleavened bread of sincerity and truth. Do you have the truth? No, it's Passover. It's your Easter truth. No, it's your bad Friday. I'm calling it bad Friday. Is it truth? No, it's a pure lie. The devil coming out, but to steal, to kill, and to destroy. He is a liar, and the serpent is a liar, and the father of all liars. He has taught you how to lie. Then you go out and begin to say Good Friday. No, it is bad Friday for you. Okay. So I will check it all over. We do the cross checking already. We see Easter is another deity. You are singing another deity sexual ability. On your Friday simply means Friar's Day or Freak Day. What does that go for? Love making day. Therefore, I named it for you, says Electrical Universe. That's what you want to do on your bad Friday. Count for yourself. Messiah said, this is the only messianic sign. 3 days and 3 nights in the belly of the fish. Count. Matthew 27, make it so clear that he gave us the spirit, ninth hour of the day, which is 3 o'clock. Count for yourself on Friday, 3 o'clock. Then your Saturday, 3 o'clock is just one day. So what happened? Sunday morning, just Jesus was raising. No, shame on you. You should have counted very well. He said, let him that have wisdom calculate. Why can't you also sit there and say, baby, I said 3 days and 3 now. Where do we Friday? Wait, no. You see, this is where they now got it all wrong. When he now said preparation, I think I'm going to read it for you. They now said it must be on Friday. You know, according to royal law, any feast day, like tomorrow now is the midst of the week, okay? Then on Thursday, the one you call Thursday, which is the fifth day of the week, is a high Shabbat. Is a high Shabbat. Work meant not to be done at all. Is a high Shabbat. Okay? So when they're not here, Passover, like tomorrow now is a high Shabbat. Work meant not to be done is a high Shabbat. When they not hear that preparation, it must be on Friday. It's nonsense. Here I am, Matthew 27:45. Now from the 6th hour there was darkness over all the land until the 9th hours. What was the darkness? Go to now to Exodus, I think 7 or 8, when darkness covered the whole land for 3 days or what? Yeah, 3 days or so. Go and study it. The royal law needs to teach you something. It's a schoolmaster, but you said it's not good for you. And about the 9th hour, Yahushua cried out with a loud voice, saying, okay, after that, he gave up the spirit. He died exactly the very time. That is even oblation. The very 3 o'clock, 9 hour of the day where the evening oblation needs to be made. He was being arrested where morning oblation needs to be given. Morning oblation is the 3rd hour of the day, while evening oblation is the 9th hour of the day. Okay, when you go to John 11, I think now, Yahushua said there is 12 hours in the day, also 12 hours in the night. The sundown, now, when it's sundown, I keep saying it already, I'm just going to throw it in. When it's 6 o'clock right now, that is, we enter midst of the week already, sundown. We have 12 hours. You see now, the hour that begins the 9th hour is still daylight. We see 6 o'clock tomorrow morning, pick it up again. That is where the 12 hours of the day counts. The 12 hours of the night counts 6 o'clock in the evening, regardless where you are. And 6 in the morning, pick it up the 12 hours of the day. So that is how it's being reckoned. That is how Abayewa calls his own. Okay, now you see. So I go for he gave her okay now 51 and the temple was rent. Okay, now I want to check about that preparing. Okay, now 53. This is where they got it all wrong. And it came out of the grave after appeared to many. No, here also. Okay, now. Okay, now let me read the place The Christendom is running without knowledge. Shame on you. Now that's in Matthew 27, Irish 62. Now the next day that followed the day of the preparation. So now when they hear this day of preparation, they will say preparation day, normal preparation is on Friday, sixth day of the week, the one you call Friday, okay? That is normal weekly preparation day. You don't do nothing on Shabbat. On the sixth day, you need to put your house down, clean up, and do all. It's normal preparation day. But this preparation day over here, it is preparing for the high Shabbat. It is preparation for the high Shabbat. That is going to be now when the day of unleavened bread. So when you see this, it must be Friday. He down Friday. Now resurrected. Count for yourself. You are not ashamed of yourself. Where are you going to get 3 days and 3 nights? Simple common calculation. You can't even calculate for yourself. 1 plus 1, you don't know it. 3 plus 3, you don't know. You can't even put it together. 72 hours? 12 hours. You can't even do that for yourself to help your soul. Okay, now be eating pork over there, okay? And be eating egg. Instead of you eating lamb, you are eating egg. All right, now let me also read that preparation day for you in John 19:31. The Yahudim, therefore, because it was the preparation that the body should not remain upon the cross on the Shabbat day, for that Shabbat day was an high day. Do you understand? Besought Pilate that day. Okay, it's okay. It was a high Shabbat day when immediately the Passover lamb is being given. The very day therefore it is called high Shabbat. It's any holiest day, any feast day is being called high Shabbat. Where they hear this one? It must be on Friday, and that is why it's not saying it's on high Shabbat. Go to Exodus. That is what the royal law is supposed to be teaching you. When you go to Leviticus 23, any day that begins the feast is being called high Shabbat. In fact, midst of the week is not called high Shabbat, that Passover day, because the service only lasts 3 hours. 9 hours of the day, the lamb must be slaughtered. Okay? The very high Shabbat, it is the very first day of the unleavened bread. I also call it high Shabbat, the midst of the week. Why? Because it said the first day make a holy sacrifice offering made by fire unto Yehovah. And the last they make a sacrifice made by fire unto Yehovah. So the first and the last, that is what it is. You see, the Yahudims, therefore, because it was the preparation that the body should not remain upon the cross on the Shabbat day. For that Shabbat day was an high day. It's high Shabbat. Because what is Shabbat? Rest. But this one is the highest rest, because you are not only to cook and eat, because it's not weekly Shabbat at all. It is a feast day Shabbat. Any day of the feast, it is called high Shabbat. So when they see this, they are wrong with it. Mugu. Unlearned people. Then I begin to say, it's high. Tomorrow is Shabbat. Today a friggin' Friday, this says electrical universe. Love was killed on Friday. God, tomorrow is Shabbat. And we have now rose the total emababalism. Ukeism. Jesus is Ahogeism. Alright now, family. We are done with the mystery of Sing. I bless Abba Yehovah. I just love it. I love this man. I love this man. I love this man. With every breath in me, is awesome, is powerful, is unique. I bless him. This is the most unique or powerful, blessed vision. Abba Yehovah, in fact, among all the mystery he has ever revealed unto me, this is my crown of glory. This is the very, in fact, all is wonderful, but this one is eternal joy. For me, is the highest of it all. Is the highest. Very, very awesome. Unspeakable.
Here is a question that goes for you. And here is a question. Here is a question that comes for me. Here is a question that goes for you. Here is a question that stands for me. What is the royal love for? How does it play it out in your life? And how does it work out in my life? How does it become a lamp unto your feet? And how does it become eternal lamp unto my feet? Norogoskili Baba, Norogoskili Baba, Norogoskili Baba Yende, Norogoskili Baba Seya, Yorogoski Kalabo Seke, Oriboyantalabe, and walk out up to 7 points. Up to 7 points, 7 points, Yiborodosika 7 points, 7 points. Of the royal Lord blessing, of the royal Lord wedding blessing, I'm so loving it. And point 1 goes like this, go in this way. It functions as a sacred marriage covenant between Yahuwah and his people, Yisrael, and Yahudim, Horibo Shandayaba, Nerikes Kilibobo, Mirabayan Tulubu. So pray to Yamaseke goes this way. It outlined how the marriage would function. It's stipulation. I want this a happy and a fruitful marriage. Oh, I'm so loving it. I'm so in love. And point 3 goes like this. Nerekoskili mama yande, nerekoskili mama, oh yeah. It's preset. Don't you know marriage have a preset? Don't you know marriage have a preset? Oh, have you not been told marriage have a preset? Oh, mama, yerebo. It preset describe how the marriage would function. Point 4, Hima, Nerebo, Sikaya, Bobo, Seke. Point 4, it what picture? Marriage have a what picture? Marriage have a glorious what picture? Marabayantulubu. It what picture tells what marriage life won't be like. I'm so loving it. Orimo Shantalabobo. This is what the royal love for. Point 5, Neshandayabo, so we go for point 5, Morokoskili Baba Yende, Orabo Seke Yabobo. It's judgment, Mary have judgment, it's judgment described how each of the partner would relate to each other, how my husband will love me, will care for me, in the how my husband will love me, will care for me, will carry me all through, in the Shandalabo, Yekebo, in the Rebosika Rekebo, Nereke Sunte Labo, Likewise I, Erebo Sente Labo, Narabayantulubu, Nerikayantulubu, I'm so in love with my husband, point 6 gold, Imama Mayo, point 6 Indorodo Shinalabe, goes like this, for either part to violate this agreement, violate the marriage, so please don't do, Nerego Sekeya, marriage would turn link of fire, marriage would turn hellfire, oh please don't do, Moseke Bubu Sikaya Baburileke Yantulubu, and this is the heavy, this is the heavy Igbe. This is the biggie. This is the heavy. And this one with my heart. The point 7 with my heart. Because it goes for Abba Yahuwah. Point 7 describe Abba Yahuwah, for he is the group. Promise never to violate it. Because what? The group is Yud-He Wah-He. The group is I am that I am. The group is Orobose his word. He has never broken his word. Heaven and earth will pass away, but his word is forever. Amen. And I'm loving it. Ibaroko Shintalabe. Oh, Shintalabe. Oh, Shintalabe. Mama, terrible. I am in love with him. I'm so in love. I'm deep in love. I'm drunk in love with him. I am in love with him. I'm so in love. I'm deep in love. I'm drunk in love with him. Orobo sikaya boseke. Insanta la bobo. Yerebo skala boyente. How blessed is my wedding ring. My wedding ring is holy. Holy is my wedding ring. Blessed is my wedding gift. Eternal rest is my wedding contract. My wedding contract is the royal law. Yeah, I'm loving it. I'm so drunk in love with Abba Yehovah. I'm so in love.